Hey everyone, it's Bailey from Making Up the Midwest, and this is going to be a video showing you all of the beauty goodies that I got while I was in Canada last weekend. I went to Montreal, and if you follow me on Instagram or Twitter or Tumblr for that matter, because I always typically post to those two if I post to Instagram, you'll know that not only was I in Canada, but there was a really cool like street festival going on up there while I was there. So not only was that going on, but there were also lots of sales. I went to Pharmaprix, and not only did they have just an amazing assortment of both high-end and drugstore type of brands in the store, but for this festival there was a street sale going on, so I got a ton of excellent brands on sale that aren't typically in the US. So I'm really excited to show you everything and tell you about my shopping experience, as well as maybe put a few clips from the actual street festival in there, just to add a little something to the video, you know what I'm saying? So let's get started. So the first products I wanted to tell you about were these L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows, and we do have these in the US, but first of all, they are cheaper in Canada. I believe they were $6.99, so $7 Canadian, which at the time we were there, and probably now, is about 1-to-1 with the US dollar. So they were definitively cheaper than they are here in the US at $7, because I recently bought some from a CVS here, this gorgeous, I have a tutorial that I'm wearing with a few of these, but I bought this at a CVS in the US and it was almost $9. So they were considerably cheaper in Canada, so I decided to stock up on them. First, because they were cheaper. Second, because they had different new release colors. So while we had a bright pink that I got and that green that I just showed you, they had these gorgeous corals and this baby blue here. So the first color is this Pepsi Coral, and it is a shimmery coral shade, probably a light to medium shade, but it's full coverage. I mean, these are just ridiculously pigmented, as you'll know if you've tried any of these, because they're not new to our market, but they are really, really nice. The next shade is this Innocent Turquoise, and it's more of a light baby blue if you ask me, and even though it looks very pigmented on your hand, you lay it down on when you swatch it or on your eye, and it becomes a little bit more translucent, kind of like those eyeshadow transformers or duochrome reflecty kind of pigment things, and it turns into this gorgeous sheer aqua. I can't even just explain it. It's so beautiful. And then the last color I got was this Sweet Strawberry, which is very interesting because it's matte or satiny finish, and it's the only one I've actually seen. Well, I guess that's not true. There are some in the US, like there's a gray and a cream color. There are some satin finish in the US line that I've seen, but this is a coral. It's a gorgeous, like, I could see it not only as being an eyeshadow shade, but as a blush, something like that. It just seems so multi-purpose to me and just a gorgeous shade, period. So I had to get that. The next cluster of items I'm going to mention here I found together on in a little stand outside. Like I said, there was a festival going on, and so Pharmaprix actually had a stand outside with a bunch of sale items, and there was this bin marked $2, and so everything that I'm about to show you was marked as $2, but some of them, as you'll see, were as much as like $7 originally, and so it was such a good deal, So and as I look at them now, they're all by Gosh, so keep that in mind, I guess, as I'm talking about them. First thing I want to talk about are these two effect powders by Gosh, obviously. This one is an emerald green kind of powder, and it's just beautiful, and just in looking at these and like looking at the cap and looking how they swatch, I can tell they're definitely an overshadow. I mean, they could be very sheer shadows you just wash over your eyelid, or they are, as they say, effect powders, and you put them over eyeshadows to kind of transform them and give them different effects. So this one is an emerald green color, and then the other, does it have a shade? It's called Emerald. Very fitting description. The other one is called Paradise, and this is a very interesting shade because it's gold, but it has kind of a bluish undertone, and it reminds me a lot actually of, where is it? It's called Luster, and it was in one of their, I got it over the holidays, but I think this kit might still be available. Anyway, it came in a kit, and it's that same kind of bluish, it's a weird combo of like cool and warm, because it has the warm goldy, but it also has a cool, it's so hard to, but it's very similar to that, and so if you can find that, it was so much, it's a good replacement, it's a good dupe for that, so highly recommend that. Another pair I got were these Gosh eyeliners, and this is in the shade 05. It doesn't look like there's a color to it, but it's basically a lime green color, and the other shade is this gold in the shade 04, And yeah, like I said, it's just a gold. This is kind of a little bit more sheer. I was less impressed with the payoff, and it's a little more watery, but this green is obscene. It's just like, and it stays. I swatched it right when I got it, and it did not come off for a day, easily a day, after hand washing, after sweating, after it was still on there, minimal flakage. But it was, I can tell this one is going to be a major winner, and you'll probably see it in a fancy schmancy look. Then the last thing I got out of the $2 bin was this nail polish from Gosh, and it's in the shade Boot Camp, and it says special edition, so I'm assuming it was on sale because it was the last of the collection to go. But even still, it's a really gorgeous frosted kind of green tinged brown shade that's going to be great for fall, so I figured I'll get some use. Even if I can't, it's nothing new to show you guys, I can still get a ton of good out of this because it looks like an excellent fall color. And as you can see, I'm wearing it now, and I have like the accent, the pink, baby pink accent nail that I'm kind of enjoying. I did it on a whim, but I'm really enjoying that, so I really love this color. We are almost done with this haul. The last of my Pharmaprix goodness is this Le Big Show mascara. It's actually a duo I found that was not only a good price because it was a duo together, but also it was on sale on top of that. And so it's Le Big Show mascara, which I've seen Canadian bloggers talk about frequently because it's a really good mascara. And then it was paired with this glitter liner. So let me get that out and I'll show them to you more closely. So both of these are by Annabelle Cosmetics. The Le Big Show mascara, as you can see from the wand, it looks like it feels like a thicker formula of mascara, and the wand is pretty densely packed with bristles, and they're not the rubbery kind, they're like the fibery kind. And the other product that came with it is the Annabelle Glitterama liquid eyeliner, and it looks like a clear blue gel with blue glitters. I'm a little skeptical as to how this is going to turn out. It feels like it's a little, I've only just swatched it, but it feels like it's a little, one of those that's just going to rub right off, and so we'll see how well this functions. I'm tentatively skeptical though, so we'll see how that works. The next product I got is not technically a beauty product. I got it at a dollar store, actually, at a Canadian dollar store, because I was looking for gummies. If I'm being honest, I'll tell you, I was looking for gummies. I'm a gummy candy fanatic, and so whenever I am abroad, I always look for new and different gummy candy to eat, because I love food. But food stories aside, I found these little suckers because it was a really nice dollar store, actually, and I found these little beads, and immediately I thought of that caviar manicure stuff, which I hadn't done one yet because I wasn't going to invest in the full 2-bottle shebang from Sephora or something, and I wasn't going to buy those full-on like 16 or 12, those big bottles, because even those can run you as much as $12, and that's just, I'm not willing to invest in a fad that much, especially one that I might only wear once or twice, even if I have all those colors. So I didn't invest in it, but then I found these, and I immediately thought of that, and so for $2, truly $2 to get 6 shades, which is virtually limitless caviar manicures, that's what they are. I thought that was a solid deal. So I got these, and I've actually already done a manicure with these that I Instagrammed earlier throughout this week. You'll know if you follow me on Instagram. And it was actually with the Gosh nail polish that I just showed you that I'm wearing now, but instead of having these pink accent nails, I took this gold and this silver and I mixed them together, and that's what I did. I did a full accent nail on my ring finger, and then I did a stripe down the side of my thumb just using those beads. And I have to say, I really love it. I wish I'd hopped on that trend earlier, but I didn't, and I didn't pay a lot for this, so I'm pretty satisfied with that, and I'm really excited to get to use these. So that is it for everything I got in my Montreal haul. I hope you enjoyed watching that. I'd love to know what you think of any of the products I have, if you have them or have heard of them. If you're a Canadian yourself and you have good things to say, or bad things to say, quite frankly, I'd love to hear that too. Please put it in the comment section. I'd love to hear them. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!